This is the plaintiff, Eugene Millette. He says he purchased an antique lamp from the defendant's store. They shipped it, insured it, and when it arrived to him in Montana, it was smashed to smithereens. It was all due to the defendant's inept packing. The lamp was in too small a box with bulging sides. Now his beautiful 100-year-old lamp is garbage. He's suing for $1,900, the amount he's owed. These are the defendants, Lonnie Kaufman and Carmela Wigman. Lonnie says he watched Carmela pack the lamp perfectly, and the plaintiff's trying to hide something about how it got damaged. That's right, the plaintiff won't produce the person who actually signed for the lamp, and they think he's trying to keep the perfectly good lamp and also keep his money. They're accused of Shotty Shipping.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff bought an antique lamp from the defendants, and when it arrived in the mail, it was smashed to pieces. But the defendants say they believe the plaintiff is hiding how it really got smashed up. It's the case of you lampooned my lamp.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay. Mr. Millette, you are suing Kaufman and New York Galleries, represented here by Lonnie Kaufman, and Henry Westphal Company and Carmela Wegman?
Yes.
For $1,900, the value of a $1,000 lamp plus insurance and shipping, cab fares and loss of work because you received it, busted up, and you feel it's their fault for the way they shipped it. Talk to me. Tell me what happened.
Last year on March 2nd, my wife and I went into New York Galleries and looked for some appointments for our home. I noticed a very beautiful antique lamp, of which I negotiated with Mr. Kaufman. We arrived at a price of $1,000. He indicated for another $200 he would package it, ship it, and insure it.
Okay.
I accepted his offer.
Can you hold on one second? New York Galleries is what, an antique
Yes,
place?
ma'am.
And this lamp was how old?
It was around 1906, arts and crafts, hanging light fixture.
Does anybody have a picture of it before it got damaged?
I don't have a picture before it got there.
But you do have one after.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you pay the $1,200, correct?
That
and
is
what
correct.
happens?
On March 11th, the lamp showed up.
You live where?
Helena, Montana.
Okay.
And the lamp showed up broken beyond repair. What we did at that point in time, we notified Mr. Kaufman and UPS. I was told by UPS that the claim has to go through the shipper. So I went and contacted Mr. Kaufman. I sent him a letter.
Let me see the letter. I know that you charged him $200 for the insurance and shipping. Who actually purchased the insurance?
I paid for it, but she purchased it.
All right, can you tell me then, when he calls and says the thing came in pieces, that's why we purchase insurance, right? So did you make a claim?
Well, I called the UPS. UPS said that they had made several deliveries and nobody was home, and nobody signed for the package. And then they left it outside.
Wait, how did you ship it though? Did you ship
UPS.
it? No, but did you ship it requiring a signature?
No. We do. UPS doesn't require.
But that's irrelevant. They had made several attempts. Nobody was there, so they left it outside. Okay. I mean, frankly, sometimes they leave it outside like this. Okay. But whatever. But that's why we purchase insurance. I mean, it's a tragedy. In this case, it's a 100-year-old lamp. But what I'm not understanding is what went wrong with the insurance claim.
Well, UPS said that they wanted to see the package.
Okay.
And they made several attempts. To go into his house to see the package.
Wait, that's not what the UPS letter says. It says we made several attempts. I don't know how they attempted. Were you ever contacted by UPS?
Yes. On April 8th, I received an email from UPS indicating that they were investigating this.
Okay.
And I believe they came to my home. I wasn't home. They may have come to my home if my wife was there. In any event, they took pictures. I gave them pictures, and they sent an email that they were investigating this.
May I see that email? Thank you for sending us the photos of the damaged package. We will now inspect the package and notify your shipper of the results. We will contact the shipper by the end of the next business day. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. LaDawn, no last name, UPS Damage Exception Group. It's kind of suspicious looking. So did you folks ever call UPS and say what's going on?
Yes, several times.
And what happened?
They said they couldn't deliver the package.
Do you have the name of the person you spoke to? I don't care about the delivery of the package. We'll pass that. You have some paperwork? Let me see your paperwork.
I want to see that letter, yeah.
This is where you shipped it? Okay, that's UPS.
This all happened when? Last April? That this back and forth is going on?
March.
March 4th.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Okay. In good faith, I did everything I promised the man. I did have it packed, insured for $300 more than the value he paid, and did have it sent, and there was no problem. I was told they don't know who signed for the package. Back and forth with this conversation.
Nobody signed for the package. They left it there according to your co-defendant.
I'm talking about according to talking to the wife and to him. I could never find out who signed for it. How do you?
No one signed for it. Your co-defendant says UPS left it there without a signature, which I guess was fine with you because you didn't require a signature.
And he didn't
so I don't know why for the 5th time I'm hearing that evidence. I don't care. I care that there's insurance and that somehow the insurance wasn't claimed upon. I don't understand.
Well, eventually.
And it's fine if they're not cooperating, hey, you know, whatever. But they are cooperating, unless this turns out to be a fraud. It seems like they are cooperating. And they sent over the, I'm going to get to the bottom of that one, but it's so strange. Eventually, what were you going to say?
I'm saying that eventually UPS did get the photographs. And
you do know that they did?
Well, UPS said, yeah.
They told you that they did. What have you got in your hand from UPS that I don't have in my hand?
No, it's photographs.
No, this is from when we packed the package, the condition of the package, not from UPS.
Did you ever speak to UPS and they told you they got their photographs? Eventually, UPS got the photographs. What did you mean by that sentence?
Yeah, that they said that they received photographs. They never saw the damage in person. That's what they said over the phone to me. And they closed the case.
Because they wanted to see it in person? Will you please tell me who you spoke to at UPS?
She was the supervisor at UPS, our supervisor.
The supervisor. I'm going to call UPS in a second. I speak to the supervisor of UPS. You didn't get the name of the person?
Yeah, it's on the letter.
Okay.
Is it in the letter?
The ones I gave her.
No, there's no name in that letter.
No name?
No.
Okay.
Who's Maria Everst?
She's a worker, and she packed the package.
Okay, of yours, right. That's the only name that's on here. So what is this, a picture of the package?
Right.
That you sent? You take pictures of the packages that you sent?
No, she was so proud of the package she made, she took a picture with her phone.
It's just a box with tape on it. You didn't just doctor this up for court, did you?
Pardon me?
You didn't just doctor this up for court, did you?
I did not.
Oh, wait, you have pictures of the package when it came to you. It's the same picture. It is. It's actually the package. By golly, court's a recess, folks. I'm going to try to achieve what the four of you were not able to achieve.
I'll get that.
And perhaps I will also meet with the same resistance, and then we'll figure it out.
So if something like this breaks in the mail, if it just breaks in delivery, in the delivery process, is the seller responsible?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's your duty to give the guy whatever he was looking for from the beginning in one piece.
I understand that, but it is out of the seller's control once it gets in the mail, right? I stumped you, didn't I? What do you think?
I think it's UPS is responsible. They should deliver safely to the customer.
Okay, that's a fair point, but the plot is about to thicken going inside the courtroom.
I have a couple questions, and then I'm going to tell you what UPS told me. I have a couple questions. Mr. Millett, when the package came to your home, was the box damaged or not?
It was pooched out because it wasn't big enough to hold the lamp. By the time they put the cheap little blanket around it, it pushed the bag out a little bit. They put inadequate packing material, and that's why it was broken.
Tell me how they put inadequate packing material.
It wasn't packed properly, Your Honor.
That's a conclusion. Tell me how it was packed so I can conclude the same thing. What was it packed?
It had an electric blanket packed around it. It had insufficient padding. It had 2 pieces of cardboard on the bottom where the top of the lamp was set. On the inside of the light.
Is this what you told UPS?
That's correct, and that's why it was not That's why
they didn't pay.
That's why they didn't pay it. It was improperly packed.
Right. But you bought yourself a lawsuit, you know.
Right's right, Your Honor. Wrong's wrong. And this is right.
Why did you hand me an email from UPS that said that they are closing out the claim because they've tried like heck to inspect the package and have not been able to, when you know that's not what happened?
UPS said that they were unable to gain access to his home to inspect the package.
UPS denied the claim.
They did.
When were you going to tell me that? And they denied the claim due to what?
They said that twice. The first time they said that they denied it because they did not have access to get into.
What'd they say the second time?
The second time they said that it was not packed properly.
When were you going to tell me that?
Whenever you asked me.
Really?
Yeah.
Because, see, the first one wasn't really a decision. The first one was a blip.
A blip?
The ultimate decision, because they reopened it as soon as everybody said, no, wait, and sent pictures. The ultimate, final decision is that UPS denied the claim because of your incompetence, because of the way that it was packed. Did you know that?
Yes, and I gave you a letter saying that. All those letters were what you asked for me in the beginning.
Folks, let me ask you a question.
I gave you all of them.
Stop and listen to me, because you didn't, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter.
No, I gave you the letters
Let's think about this a second. The man buys a lamp from you. He pays $1,200. He gets a broken pieces of a 100-year history. He thought he was going to buy this beautiful arts and crafts lamp, and what he ends up getting is tiny little fragments, because it comes to him in pieces, okay? You actually have the hubris to say in your answer to the complaint that you have, let me get this exactly right.
Okay.
I got a call from the plaintiff's wife. I vaguely remember her saying that when her employee was unpacking the box, he stepped into the box and broke the lamp.
Exactly.
You have a vague memory of her.
No.
It's vague.
No, it's the first call. It wasn't from him.
I vaguely remember her saying, you would think a guy would remember a thing like that.
How about
Did you
this?
ever hear this before this moment?
How about this?
Ever?
Never.
Is there any email or any correspondence or anywhere where you have ever said to him, hey, you broke the, why aren't you guys just crooks?
Ma'am, that's what was said to me. And that's
So why do you say I vaguely remember? And why
Actually,
isn't that in any of your responses
because
to him?
in all of this was the UPS letters, his letters. That was given to me today by the court.
No, listen to me. When do you ever say to him, do you have any record anywhere of ever saying to him, what are you talking about? Your wife told me your employee broke the lamp.
No, I talked to this man maybe 2 times.
And any of those times, did you respond to him to any email or anything with this story about how an employee of his you vaguely remember broke it?
No, I spoke to him about
You know what? We're done.
right.
And let me explain something.
Go ahead.
Number one, even if I didn't think of you both as liars, which I kind of do, all right?
Sad.
In the end of the day, when you hire a shipper and you pay for insurance and he pays you for, reimburses you for that, which he did, okay? No. You are the agent. The shipper, if you're going to say the shipper did something wrong, they're your agent. You picked them. You decided how it was going to go. You paid them. You contracted with UPS. If you feel UPS did something wrong, go sue UPS, because you're the only person who can. He cannot. He can't sue UPS. He's in that privity of contract with them. He did not contract UPS. He contracted you. You contracted UPS. So if you think UPS did something wrong, go sue UPS. But who else can he possibly sue but you guys? What do you think? He's going to eat it? That's definitely not going to happen. Now, how is it that you're suing instead of for $1,200 for $1,900?
Your Honor, it's kind of immaterial. I'm not here asking for all that. I mean, it's fine. All
right. I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of the $1,200 plus your court costs.
Yes.
The defendant has been found responsible for the broken lamp and loses this case. He did a lot of talking in there, but didn't amount to much.
I love the judge. I love the show. It's all good.
That's really great. What about you?
I disagree with you.
I felt that the judge should have asked the plaintiff why they didn't refuse the package if it was broken. When UPS delivers a broken package, I refuse it in my store. They take it away and return it to the shipper. We never got the lamp back.
Okay, sign your documents on the way out of the courtroom. You'll love that. All right, head right over here. Come on in here. What's this been like for you?
Well, I think justice was served, and I think it was just very evident that one of the greatest, most respected shipping companies in the world, the United Parcel Service, did the right thing.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Harvey?
The key for the seller is this: if it's not packed securely, then the seller is responsible. But again, it is a good idea for the person who's purchasing to get some kind of insurance if it's expensive.